My name is Greg Dashiell, and I am taking charge. Played high school football all 4 years in high school. I'm actually grew up on the Eastern Shore in Salisbury, Maryland at Y High. My home school was Wycomico High School in Salisbury, and I played 4 years of football with them. I have always been active, playing sports. I love sports. Football is my favorite sport. And then I went on to the military at the age of 17 and stayed 6 years in there. And then and I actually had a chance to, when I was overseas, to play on the Air Force football team. I got sort of like TDY to the Air Force field and played for the Seagulls of Frankfurt. And it was fun. And 2 years of that. And I actually, after I got out of the military, I always had a passion for football. And I coached football from youth league, mostly youth league, for 15 years or so. And I really enjoyed it. It was extremely hard. Because when you get out the military, when you first get out, your mindset is just, man, I'm gonna relax and just enjoy life pretty much. And then it got to the point where you start having kids, and then it's just the focus leaves you, and it's more about the kids and you think of them. So I really just cheated myself. And my health-wise, I just started relaxing. I didn't go to the gym as much. I didn't play basketball, pick up basketball as much, and things that I did when I was younger. So, and then I ended up being a grand total of 426 pounds. Knowing that I was getting bigger, I always carried myself. I ain't have no low self-esteem problems. I always thought I could do whatever I wanted to do. Period. And the lowest point I hit, my wife actually bought me 2 tickets to the Redskins and the Minnesota Vikings game, and me and my brother-in-law went. So we was tailgating and having fun, and then we didn't have a season pass for the parking lot, so we had to park quite a distance, and then we had to make that journey to the game to walk to the game. So walking to the game, really, from that point, I realized that something else had to be done. I mean, my back was aching. And I was so glad when I got to the bottom of the steps of the stadium, because there were so many people. That means I had to stop walking. So that brought relief. And I told my brother-in-law, once we got to our seats, I said, Johnny, if I ever make it back to Balcar and go home, I guarantee you I will not have this issue again. I promise you that. And he started laughing at me, joking and stuff. And then my wife had set me up for an appointment. And I really didn't, at that time, I really didn't know exactly how much I weighed. I never really weighed myself. I never really cared. I mean, so I went to the doctor, and the doctors, I got on the scale and I looked at it and it said 426. I said, oh my goodness. So when I went to the doctor, I went for a physical actually. And they did the blood screenings and all of that. So I just knew my numbers was going to be totally ridiculous. High blood, all of that stuff. I just knew that. But once I took the test and all that, even the doctors too, my wife said, we know his numbers is going to be crazy. They had already been self-discussing it itself. So when they came back, the results came back, I had no high blood pressure. No cholesterol problems, no nothing. And the only thing was wrong with me, I was just overweight. So I took that as a sign from God to say, okay, I know I'm a poster child for something that happened wrong. And now I have to do something about it. Since I am in good health, I have to do something about it, but the weight problem. That ain't nothing but God. I mean, check out the average 420-something pound person. You have problems, diabetes, something is wrong with you. I don't. You tell me what it is. I know what it is. It ain't nothing but God's intervention. And he's telling me, that was a sign that told me, for them to think that, to assume that, and then it's not to happen, it just told me, it's your time to go. Get it done. You don't have it now, you won't never have it, so let's go. One Sunday, I came to church. You know, I love this church, by the way. I came to church, and Bishop talking about taking charge. And so me and my wife looked at it, and it seemed like what he was talking about is just taking charge of your life. I know it's your finances, everything about your life you should be able to take charge of. And the tithing aspect of life and things of that nature. And I was one of the ones that really was scared to tithe until taking charge. Actually it was when I was broke and now I'm not. That's when I really started inside. And I was talking to one of my discipleship brothers about tithing, and he told me, man, you just gotta step out there. So, and along with taking charge and I was broke and I was not, me and my wife sat down, we found that we actually could tithe and be okay and just don't worry about things. So, along with that came with my fitness. So if I had to take charge of my finances, I had to take charge of me so I could take care of my finances. So, and that's when I started going to the gym more and more. And you know, with every good man, it's a great woman, and she just started cooking the right things for me. She said, we're gonna do this. And one of Bishop's slogans is, we got this. And it's us, it's not just me, it's my wife. She's helping me in everything I do. I now done lost 118 pounds. So from the day I walked to the stadium to now, I lost 118 pounds. So I'm just blessed. That was everything. That was everything. I'm telling you, before that, I would go every now and then. My wife said, you go to the gym? No, I'll find some reason not to. But after sitting in that first service and he was saying that was going to be our slogan, taking charge, then I said, if I'm going to commit to it, I'm going to commit to it financially, I'm going to commit to it faithfully, and I'm going to commit to myself faithfully. And that's what I've been doing ever since. That definitely was my inspiration. Just going. It was hard. I was sore, body being sore. But I always had a strong will about myself. When I say I'm gonna do something, I usually do it. I try to anyway. I try to commit myself to do it. And the hardest thing really is about working out itself is going. It's just getting up to go. You know. So if you can do that, it's easy. I mean, now I find it. I'm upset if I don't get to the gym now. So, I mean, I love it. My body's still sore every time I leave. I'm about to pass out. You know, I have to sit in the car for a few minutes and get myself together. But I just love it, man. I mean, the pain. I endure the pain now. I truly love it. I just want to tell other people, man, you can get healthy. You can do it. It ain't about just eating in the gym. I mean, you know, we all know 30% of it is the gym. 70% of it is eating right. So you can do it. Don't be discouraged. I know it's going to be times where you plateau and you don't understand why, but just keep pushing and you'll keep moving. So I encourage everybody to get fit, stay strong, take charge, because we got this.